Very good morning, students. I am Adesh with my subject Accountancy, chapter first, non-profit organization. Till now, all the topic and concept we have understand, and this is our last topic of this chapter, under which we are learning income and expenditure account and balance sheet together. In last video, also we solved one question related to this concept. Today also we are going to solve this question on the base income and expenditure account and balance sheet together. Okay, means together we will solve both the things from a receipt and payment account and with adjustment whatever the given in your question. And in CBSE this type of questions comes at 8 marks. So sorry, 6 marks. 6 marks of questions come this type in your board examination. But in that question, since last 2 years, CBSE asking only income and expenditure account, not balance sheet. So most of the students, due to that, are leaving the or skip the balance sheet to learn. So, but we don't have to be based only on last 2 years pattern. CBSE can ask 8 marks questions also from this chapter because this chapter is also having a concept and the question largeness. So that's why CBSE can ask 8 marks questions also from this chapter. So one more question we are going to solve today, but you have to be concentrate and be careful. And before watch this video, you will write this question on a paper, on a blank paper first. Then you will try to watch this video because you can understand and learn more thing after read the question. Actually, we can confirm what is the information is given in this question and what is the problems is having in this question whatever is asked. So first we will read the question and discussing the question, and then we will solve properly what is the what actually asking in this question. So from the top, now you can have more clarity related to your words whatever we are going to read and discussing. This is the question. Following is the receipts and payments account of Mumbai Club for the year ended 31st March 2020. This is a Mumbai Club and receipt and payment account is given on 31st March 2020. Receipt and payment account for the year ended 31st March 2020. These are the receipts. These are the receipts and these are the payments which is done during the year. During the year means from 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. It will be the year, complete year for this club. To balance BD, if the balance is given means this balance is related to cash or bank. Okay, so whenever the balance only one balance is given, no cash and no bank is mentioned, so we can consider this bank as well as cash. Okay, so 30,000 of rupees. Next, two entrance fees 55,000, two subscription 2018-19 20,000, 2019-20 16 lakh 90,000, and for 2020 to 21 This is 30,000. It means 3 years of subscriptions we received in this receipt and payment account, in this receipt. Okay, so the total of this 17 lakh 40,000. This is the actual receipt whichever we received during the year. 2 lockers rent 50,000 rupees. 2 subscriptions for governors party. Governors party, related to governors party there is a subscription. It means that this is the specific subscription, so this subscription will not comes in a income and expenditure account, and this is only the subscription. So this is the main difference in specific receipt and specific expenses. Now these are the payments: by rent 5,20,000, by stationery expenses 3,06,800, by wages 5,33,000, by billiard tables 3,90,000, by repairs and renewals 80,600, by interest 1,50,000, by balance ready 2,39,600 rupees. Now this is the most important things which is given under the question: additional information, because totally this question is based on these things also. Additional information. First one, stationery expenses rupees 31,200 related to the year ended 31st March 2019. Means this stationery is related to last year. If it is related to last year, means we will subtract from the current year stationery payment whatever we have made. Because why it is so? Because this expenses is related to last year, that's why. Okay, and outstanding for the year ended 31st March 2020 was rupees 36,400. Means this is the outstanding for current year, the date is mentioned here. So means in stationery we will subtract this amount and we will add this amount, and these two amounts will also transfer to balance sheet, where we will transfer in when we solving the question, then we will learn. Subscriptions unpaid for the year ended 31st March 2020 rupees 86,800. It means 31st March 2020, on that date, outstanding, unpaid means outstanding subscription is rupees 86,800. It means this subscription will be added because this is related to current year. Subscriptions for governors party outstanding for the year ended 31st March 2020. This subscription is related to governor party, which is specific. So this subscription is outstanding on 31st March 2020, rupees 55,000. Means this amount we will add in governor party subscriptions, whatever is given in the receipt of payment side. Governors party is to be held in April 2020. It means this 55,000 rupees is outstanding on 2020 31st March, but this party will held in next year, April 2020. So April 2020 is will count in next year. So that's why it will be prepaid also. Okay. So the club owned sports material of the value rupees 16 lakh. A club having their own sports material 16 lakh on 1st April 2019. It means this subscription is related to last year. So it means this sports material. This sports material related to last year. So this sports material we will show in a opening balance sheet also. This was valued at rupees 13 lakh 50,000 on 31st March 2020. It means 16 lakh were in the beginning, but 13 lakh 50,000 at the end. No depreciation is given, no any other information is given. It means from this value will subtract this value, the difference of this sports material will be were consumed during the year. So that will be the consumption value of the sports material. Stock includes sports material of rupees 50,000 which is to be written off being not usable. Whatever the stock is there means 13,500. In this stock 15,000 rupees of sports material is included which we have to be write off from it. Okay, this is not usable, so it will be the depreciation. Okay, now the club took a loan of rupees 20 lakh in the year ended 31st March 2019. Means this is the last year. In this year we or club have taken loan of rupees 20 lakh, so it will comes in a opening balance sheet also. Now prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2020 and balance it as at that date. So both the things we have to prepare in this question. Okay, now we are going to solve this question according to proper format and according to proper transactions. Okay, let's see the format, whatever the format we have required. So now you can see these formats under which we have to solve the complete question. So now you can see this is the format under which we have to solve the question. On the top this is the balance sheet as on 1st April 2019. Okay, this is the beginning balance sheet will be there, and next income and expenditure account. It will also for the year ended 31st March 2020. All the expenses will show on a debit side and incomes will in credit side, and next balance sheet is also there. It will held on 31st March 2020. It means this balance sheet is also we have to prepare at the end of the year. So now we will start this question with the adjustment. Okay, so because with adjustment we can solve question more properly. So now first one, this is the stationery expenses. Means this adjustment is related to stationery. So stationery, where it is, stationery is given in the payment side, so it will be the expenditure. So to stationery expenses, the amount is 3,06,800. And if there is a outstanding stationery amount 31,000 on 31st March 2019, so it means this is outstanding related to last year. We have to subtract first this one, less outstanding beginning amount is 31,200. okay, we will subtract this, the balance will 6, 5 and 27, 2,75,600. Next, and this outstanding will move to beginning balance sheet because it is related to last year, and it is expenses, this will be liability for the year. So it is outstanding stationery expenses. It is 31,200, and then we will add next, and it is the outstanding, and outstanding for the year ended 31st March 2020 was rupees 36,400. So this is the current year outstanding. So outstanding, and the amount is 36,400. Total amount 0, carry 1 2, carry 1 1 or 3 lakh 12,000. okay, and this outstanding will transfer to closing balance sheet. It means on 31st March 2020 outstanding stationery expenses 36,400. First adjustment is completed. Next one, subscriptions unpaid for the year ended 31st March 2020 rupees 86,800. So it is related to subscriptions. And next one is related to governor party. So first we have to solve the general subscription whatever we are receiving. So this is the general subscription. So first this is the income we will show in a income side by subscriptions. Amount, total amount 17,40,000 whatever we have received. It is clear. So this is the subscription, it is related to last year, so we have to subtract this one because it will be count as a outstanding subscriptions in the beginning. Okay, because in the beginning the subscription was there outstanding, so that's why we receive this 20,000 in current year. Okay, so less outstanding beginning 20,000 rupees and next one is this is the current year subscription, it will count here. And next one is 2020 to 21 30,000 rupees subscription we have received. It means this subscription is related to next year, so that's why this one will be also subtract from this one. So it is a advance and this subscription is advance we receive but it is related to next year. So this outstanding is related to last year, so if it is related to last year, so we have to show in the opening balance sheet outstanding subscriptions. Amount is 20,000 and this subscription is related to next year and but it is advance, so it will be the liability for current year. So advance subscriptions amount is 30,000. Next one is this adjustment is also subscription unpaid for the year ended 31st March 2020 rupees 86,800. Means this subscriptions outstanding but it is related to current year, so we will add this one outstanding and 86,800. Okay, and this subscription is also will show in a closing balance sheet outstanding subscriptions. $86,800. Okay, so the final balance of these subscriptions will be, if we subtracting this 50,000 and then we will adding this, so it will be 17,76,800. Okay, now subscriptions for governors party outstanding for the year ended 31st March 2020 55,000. So governor party subscription where it will be transferred, it will be transferred to liability side and the closing balance sheet because it is a receipt and it is income, and income always transfer to liability side, not the asset side. So governor party governor party 3,45,000, and we will add amount as a outstanding. Outstanding amount is 55,000. 55,000 we will adding this. Total 4 lakh rupees. But if we're transferring this next line, governor party is to be held in April 2020, means governor party will held in next year. If it is will held in next year, so this is the prepaid also 55,000 of rupees. So this is the advance special subscription 55,000 rupees. If it is not held in the next year, so this adjustment will not come. Okay. Next one, in the club on sports material of the value of rupees 16 lakh. 16 lakh of sports material on 1st April 2019. So this sports material will held in the opening balance sheet also. So it will be held in opening balance sheet. Sports material. Sports materials, the value is 16 lakh. It is clear. But what will be the consumption value? It will be the opening balance and it will be the closing balance. The difference of this, that will be consumption. So if there is a consumption, that will be the cost for the organization, for the club. So 2 sports material consumed. It is clear. 16 lakh minus 13 lakh 50,000. So I think balance will 2 lakh 50,000. Okay, it will be the consumption value of sports material during the year. Now this value, this was valued at 13 lakh 50,000 on 31st March 2020. Stock includes sports material of rupees 50,000 which is to be written off being not usable. So it will be the closing balance. Closing balance will transfer to closing balance sheet. Sports material 13 lakh 50,000. But there is a depreciation is also which we have to be written off. That is 20,000. Sorry, 50,000. So we will subtract this one also. Less, it will calculate as depreciation amount 50,000 rupees. If we subtract this, so the final balance will 13 lakh. Okay, and this depreciation will show in expenditure side also. To depreciation on sports material 50,000. Okay, SM means sports material. Next, the club took a loan of rupees 20 lakh in the year ended 31st March 2019. Means this is the loan which we had taken last year. So last year in the opening balance sheet loan 20 lakh of rupees. Okay, and this loan will also transfer to the closing balance sheet. And if there is any interest on it and any adjustment is there related to interest on loan, or any information is there, so then we will calculate the interest also. But no information is there in adjustment related to interest. No percentage is given. When only the time is given, we have taken loan on 31st March 2019, but any other information without the percentage we cannot calculate the interest, and any other information we are not able to calculate the interest. So that's why we will not calculate interest on loan. Okay, so now only these things are left which are given in the receipt and payment account. So first one is, this is the balance, it is the cash balance and it will transfer to opening balance sheet. So cash amount is 30,000. The next entrance fees, it is the income, it will transfer to income and expenditure, income side by entrance fees 55,000 rupees. Okay, subscriptions we have done to locals rent, it is a revenue nature, it will transfer to income expenditure account by locals rent 50,000 rupees amount. Next one is subscriptions for governor party, already we have done. Okay, next by rent, it is expenses, so we will show in this side to rent 5,20,000. By stationery expenses, already we have done. By wages, so it is expenses to wages, amount is 5,33,000. Billiard table, it is assets, so it will transfer to closing balance sheet, because we have paid for billiard table during the current year, so that's why it will show in a only closing balance sheet, not in opening. Next, by repairs and renewals, it is expenses to repairs and renewals 80,600. Okay, 80,600 is given. By interest, we don't know which related to which it is interest is given, maybe it is related to loan or by anything, but it is payment. So interest rupees 1,50,000. And last one is by balance CD, it is a cash balance which will transfer in closing balance sheet, asset side, cash 2,39,600. Okay, now only we have to balance all the things. If we from the beginning we are going to start. So if we think this one only 3-4 adjustments are there, if we're totaling this 20 lakh and this is 16 lakh, so this will be more comparison to this one, so the total will be 20,31,200, 20,31,200. And if subtracting all the things, so balance will left, so that balance will as a capital fund. Okay, but this is the deficiency balance, it will we have to be remember DE. It is a deficiency balance, the balance is 3,81,200. If it is a deficiency balance, so this balance will transfer in a closing balance sheet asset side only, not in liability side. Okay, if the balance will left in this side, so that balance will transfer to this side. If there is balance this side, so this balance will transfer to this side as a capital fund. Okay, so amount is 3,81,200. Why we write this one? Because the balance will be left in income expenditure account. If there is surplus, so surplus will subtract from this side. If the deficit, so the deficit will adding in this side. So we have to be balance both the side. There is total 18 lakh maybe if we totaling that. So 3 to 5, 5, 15, 5, 10, 15, 16. So I think this side balance will more comparison to this side. So we totaling this side. So the total of this side will 18 lakh 95,600. 18 lakh 95,600. 18 lakh 95,600, and there will be deficit. The balance will left 13,800, and this balance will add in this side. Deficit amount was 13,800, and if we totaling this, so carry 1,415,9 or 3,95,000. And now I will anything is still left. I think all the things we have written. I think no one is still left. So both the things when we totaling, so total will be same, liability side and the asset side. So if we totaling this, so total will 24 lakh 66,400. Okay, similarly if we're totaling this side also, so the total will 24 lakh 66,400.